Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Um, yeah, today's video topic is on nostalgia. And now, one thing with nostalgia is it's a really weird feeling, if that makes sense, right? You can't really explain the feeling, if that makes sense, right? Like, I have a book right here. I have all this stuff in it. Right here I have just the video idea of nostalgia. Like, I can't really explain it, but I think I could have provided a pretty good video on it right now, so that's what I'll do. So let me give you an example of a time I felt nostalgia in my life. So when I felt nostalgia, and I felt I felt that wave, right? And it's not really like a wave of like sadness, but in a way it is. It's like happiness and sadness at the same time, if that makes sense, right? It's like you're so happy you're crying, but you're so sad that you're happy. I don't know. It's just a very weird feeling that you can only feel when you've done certain things. So let me get into this. So one thing I usually would do that would give me very nostalgic feelings is I'll go back to video games, right? I'll go back to like my old consoles, like my PlayStation 4, my Xbox One, right? And I'd always go back to the games I would play. Not only the games that I would play, but I'd always go back to the messages I had between my friends on those consoles, right? And those not only, it wasn't just the games that were very inspirational to me, but it was also the consoles, right? Or not the consoles, but not the games, but also the chats. The chats were probably the most nostalgic thing I've had from this, because those games and chats really helped me, right? And those chats, right? Those chats would really lift me up in the way, but I wouldn't say they lifted me up. But so I'd go through them, right? And these were with people who I haven't talked to in a long time. Like, most of the chats, almost all of them, I think all of them actually, of the old chats, like from 2, 3, or 4 years ago, I haven't talked to those people in a long time, or met with them in a long time. Like, I haven't seen them face to face in a very long time. And it's not for any bad reasons, but it's just that we grew up and video games didn't become, or were pushed aside, if that makes sense. They weren't our number one priority, because obviously when you grow up, you have other things. You have to get a job and all that, and stuff like that. But those chats I would just go back, and they would just be very inspirational to me, you know? Or I wouldn't say inspirational, but they would be very uplifting, because I would just remember the moments I sent those. Like, I could remember the moments I sent those, and I could remember like what we were doing. Like, for example, one of them was like, I was arguing with one of my friends, and we were playing Minecraft, and I just remember that Minecraft world, and it was just really really sad, because those times were amazing again. And to feel this nostalgia, you'll never be able to feel it the same way as you did before. Yeah, you could recreate it with the same friends, the same whatever, same experience, same video game, whatever, but it won't feel the same, because you'll never be a kid like that again. You'll never be 13 years old. You'll never be 14 years old. You'll never be 15 years old until you've passed that age, right? Yeah, you might be younger. I'm just saying right now, just enjoy those years, man. Those years are really special, and should really be shouldn't be taken. They should be taken seriously, but in a serious way that should be fun, right? Like, they should be fun for you, right? You should create memories with your friends if you like video games, experiences, like go outside in nature, man. There's so much beautiful things outside that people don't acknowledge. It's crazy. And one thing I want to address is that you'll feel nostalgia at every age. Like, you don't just feel it as a kid. Yes, you'll feel it. Most of my viewership is from 18 to 24-year-old people, right? But there's probably a ton of people who are younger who watch my content and between that age range. So a lot of stuff you'll feel at that age will feel like younger stuff, right? But as you get older, like 5 years from now, the stuff you do right now will feel nostalgic. Like playing a high school sport, man. I'm obviously still in high school, but playing a high school sport, once you're done with it, you'll remember all of the things. You'll remember everything you did, and you'll just create you'll be so happy that it happened, but at the same time you'll be so sad that it ended. And the right mentality you need to have with that is that you need to be happy that it happened, not sad because it ended, because that's a once in a lifetime moment and opportunity. You don't get to go through high school again, right? You don't get to be young again with your friends and play video games all night, right? And stay up all night and play video games and yeah, have sleepovers, right? Yeah, you could have sleepovers with your adult when you're an adult, but it won't feel the same because you guys are adults, and like pillow fights, like that won't feel the same at all. It won't translate, right? So what I feel like one of the real reasons why nostalgia is so unique is that I feel like you should let that emotion, or even if it isn't, I feel like it's an emotion, you should let that emotion like crawl in and let it be there, because that's a good emotion you can have. You want that emotion. That emotion remembers all the stuff you did, and even nostalgia can be stuff that you work towards. Like, say, like 2 years ago, I was working towards becoming a varsity basketball player, and I get nostalgic memories of those. Like in my mind, I'm like, I did that, and it's just, and now I'm there, right? So you just have to be but don't dwell on the past like that. Don't let nostalgia make you dwell on the past like that, because you never want to dwell on the past, and that obviously will cause other things, problems. But you need to just enjoy the moments, man. Enjoy life in general. I mean, you'll never be as I said before, you'll never be those ages again. You will always grow older. Every single day you're getting older, which is sad to think about, but it's a blessing, because you should be every single day is a new day, and you should be able to live out the day, not worrying about what happens or who's saying this or who's doing that, but based on what you want to do and how you feel, right? Live your life to experience things. Don't live life to chase things, right? And to get those nostalgic memories, you live life to experience things. If you chase things, you will never feel nostalgic emotions. You might feel some, but you'll never feel the real, like, you'll never be able to go back and be like, yeah, that was amazing, because you'll be chasing it. And obviously if you chase stuff, it's just gonna run away. You have to attract it, right? And you attract that by being your authentic self and truly enjoying the moment for what it is. So another example would be, I would remember I have photos in my camera roll, right, of me and my friends before going on a field trip, right? And I remember that field trip so well. Like, I could talk about the one in 4th grade where we went to some science place. Also when I went to DC in 8th grade, right? And that was only 2 years ago, but I still feel really nostalgic memories, because I haven't I haven't hung out with those people in a very, very long time, and those times were really fun for me. Now, obviously, I wasn't the best version of myself. I was a really bad version of myself, but those times were really fun, right? Like, we weren't doing bad stuff. Like, we weren't bad kids, but could have been way better back then. So, and here's one of the pictures right here of either the DC or the science trip. But yeah, one thing, just everything in life, just take it in for the moment, right? Create memories, right? The whole point of life is to experience these things and to enjoy what God has given us in life. And once you live like that, you will be fulfilled, right? Now, don't chase happiness, but you will be fulfilled. Even when you feel down, you'll feel lows. When you're at a low, later you'll be like that. You'll be happy because you'll be able to feel emotions, and you'll be like, I'm a human being, right? So that's basically what I have for this video. Just be when you're nostalgia is a real thing, and I feel like it's a really strong emotion that a lot of people don't think about, and that when you experience this emotion, don't shy away from it, but embrace it. And every single day, try to create new memories, new experiences, try to experience new things, try new things. Don't be scared. Don't listen to other people, but just do what you want to do and what you want to experience and what you think is cool. And you'll create those memories, and that nostalgia will just come back to you. So, thank God for listening. Have a great and blessed day. And just remember, God always loves you. Peace.